So here's how to decide whether you need email or chat or phone support when you're starting a business. So when I started my first business, it was called Robley Email Marketing. We were taking customers from a company called Constant Contact. And the relevant thing to this story is Constant Contact had phone support. Their customers were used to phone support. There were a bunch of other vendors in the space that also had phone support. When you went to their website, they sold hard this idea that they had phone support and you could call them 24 hours a day and you could get your problem solved. Interestingly, the companies who ended up dominating the space, which was MailChimp and Klaviyo, they actually did not have phone support. They do now, but back in the day, 5-6 years ago, they did not at all. MailChimp got their product so good that for their freemium product, they actually didn't even have chat support. And it was just this amazing knowledge base. And the software worked so efficiently, self-explanatory that they didn't even need it. But since we were taking customers from Constant Contact and that was a feature that was sold super hard, we thought that we needed phone support. We thought it was table stakes. And in the beginning, we probably did. A couple of years went by, we were differentiating on other things versus Constant Contact. And we decided that we needed to experiment with eliminating phone support. And the reason is because phone support is very hard because one rep can only service one person at one time. And that's just like crippling if you're trying to like run any kind of a lean operation. Chat is way better because you can kind of service 2 or 3 at one time. It's not great, but it's definitely 2 or 3. But man, a phone call comes in and like that rep is just out of commission until that phone call ends. And the nature of the product that we had is sometimes those calls last like 45 minutes or something, right? Email is so amazing because you can have a rep go in and like knock out 20 tickets in a row that are quick solutions and then spend time solving the hard one after they've sort of batched the quick ones. So obviously, if you're trying to run a lean operation, email is preferable. But you know, there's some lessons here. And and by the way, like when we started Get Emails, and still to this day, like we don't have chat support anywhere. And we got to 15 million ARR in 2.5 years with 6 people, super lean. And I think the reason is because people don't care they don't need an instant response in most cases to their question that they have a problem with your software. If you provide them with a complete response in a reasonable amount of time and an amount of time that you have controlled the expectation of, that is what they're looking for. And they will be satisfied with your customer support. In 3 years, I've probably only had like a couple customer support complaints bubbled up to me. And by the way, we have had a part-time person answering these tickets. So like, those are the two extremes. My first business, we had a team of reps that was as big as any other part of our company. They were on the phones helping people out. With this company until today, literally still, there is no chat support and we have email support. So what are the 3 lessons here? You got to know the table stakes of your space. If people have phone support and the customers that you're trying to like capture people from are used to phone support, then you need to understand that. And you need to at least consider the fact that they may be used to it and they may need it. So know the table stakes of your space. But if there are no table stakes, and maybe even if table stakes are bigger than email, when you're starting out, just start with email. And I would encourage you to control the expectation that they're going to get responses in 24 hours. But the key to this is completeness of response trumps an instant response. So you need to train your reps to try as hard as humanly possible to not write something back that is incomplete when they could get the full answer in that first email, right? Don't fish for more information if you can actually solve the problem. Don't just like paste a blog post in. Like if the customer expects 24 hours and in 24 hours you give them an unbelievable response that completely solves their problem in any possible way, like that will win every single time. My name is Adam Robinson. I'm founder and CEO of retention.com. Follow me to learn about my entrepreneurial journey, starting startups, email marketing, e-commerce. I am out.